talking sports. Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will boot it away to start the game.
Texas.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Michigan offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Back to pass, it's Orji. Swings it out to his running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Finds his man. It's Edwards. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. They're trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Back to pass, it's Orji. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the...
And they will score! Touchdown, Michigan! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone.
And your
Down as he stopped at the 13. The offense lining up for a first down play. Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unloads it downfield. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Morgan. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Getting some heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Michigan 14, Texas 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
This one away. Texas.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Here comes the Texas offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Coming after him. Got it in the middle, it's Bond. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Moves away as he feels pressure. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, Texas 0.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Quickly to the tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10 here. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to get to it. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll heave it deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't, and they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Still running at the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Motion from the offense. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay it. This junior loves to show off that big arm.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The give to the tailback. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Right back to the well. Oh, he got loose. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, let's recap that top 5 matchup that just went final moments ago. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. A top 5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Loveland. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Finds his tight end. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
The offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Well, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. To the air, it's Orji. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Pocket start. Oh, there's the ball. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Got his man quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's going to run it back. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. Jumped on top of the pile. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch him. There's so many ways to use him, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll turn it loose out to the right. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Makes the catch. It's Baxter. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Working that left side now. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Texas 21, Michigan 14.
The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll give it to the back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Using the quick game. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Can't get him to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Bolden. Oh, what a move! That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take...
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, the coach is going to absolutely... earful. You have to understand the situation in the game. I got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We're winning the football game. Ball security. I can't reach that thing. I got to cover it with 2 hands and make sure I don't turn it over. What a big-time mistake.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, it's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They used the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He wants to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
With the carry is for 1 minute. Loses 1. 3rd down coming. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas 24, Michigan 14.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to...
First down.
Any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Leaves it with the back. Makes one man miss. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to...
Touchdown, Michigan! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
24, Michigan 21.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas.
He's going to bring it out from deep. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Ewers. He's moving out of the pocket. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
On the run, it's Blue. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires left. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Tries again to get it in. Moving toward the end zone, ball out! And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Hard-hitting tackle.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air, it's Orji. Got his man on the outside. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 7.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm